Hey everybody, it's Brian again from Prison Social Network. My friend Cody on his YouTube channel wanted me to talk about the coronavirus and how it relates to prisoners. Um, this is a tough one for me, to be honest with you, because I'm not gonna lie to you all, man. It's not gonna be good, and I really do thank God that I'm out of prison because uh, it's not going to be a good situation for anybody in prison, and for obvious reasons. Number one, the medical health care in prison is horrendous, anyways. So it's like, um, I don't know, man. It's tough, I mean, I'm actually like trying not to like break down this shit. I hate to admit that, man, but I mean, it hits home because I'm in contact with so many people in prison, friends of mine, like brothers who I did time with, and it's tough. Uh, so, how is this going to affect the prison system? Um, Honestly, I don't think things are going to be the same. It's already going to be bad enough in this world as it is, but to be in prison, they're probably going to go on lockdown. They're probably going to be in isolation. Like I said, the medical care is effing horrendous in prison. So I mean, how do we think that everyone's going to get tested or whatever? It's not going to be And I know that they're talking about releasing prisoners. A lot of people are being released from jail, and I've been reading articles about maybe nonviolent offenders. If you're a violent offender, you're screwed. I mean, from what I've read, it's basically everything's on hold, and we've got to see what's going on. Um, I'm grateful, man. Like now, I'm considered like an essential employee, so I still have a job. Uh, it's just tough, man. I mean, it's just a lot of people are scared. The ones I've talked to are scared to death. I mean, it's like, prison's already a hopeless situation as it is. And now it's like, now this. So I just feel for, my brothers and sisters in prison, man. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there like, who cares? And, but they're still human beings. Okay, a lot of people have changed, and a lot of people may never get that chance to be released ever again. Um, I think that eventually things, maybe some people will be released, and but then again, I mean, where are you going to go? Many of these people have no one on the outside, so I mean, even if you do release them, I mean, where are they going to go? Then they could be infected just like we all can, so I don't know, man. I mean, it's a tough topic. Now I've read articles where they're talking about, suspending the Constitution, and basically, I mean, it's like if that happens, we're all screwed. So, who knows? I mean, all that I do is through my network, in Prison Social Network, is I try to encourage people as best as I can, because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we can all predict and we can all think, oh, this is going to happen or whatever. But I do know this, that, prisoners are going to be screwed. I mean, it's just, and by the way, if the coronavirus hits, prisons, it's going to spread rampant. I mean, we're talking about, there's 2.3 million people incarcerated in America. And, it's just not going to be good, man. I mean, it's just sad. I'm getting emotional, I mean, uh, it's going to be tough, you know? And, I just pray for everybody. on the inside. Um, those I'm close with, you know, it's going to be tough. So, all that I can do is do my part. So, I know maybe this isn't, that informative, and maybe people in prison, uh, I don't know, man, it's just tough. Um, I just pray that everybody just makes it through. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I risk my life every single day I go to work. We all do. And, it's just that there's just a lot going on, and we all know that, but I mean, as far as like prison reform, and I think it's just dead for a while. I mean, it's just going to be sad, I mean, we're just going to have to take one day at a time, and, those who are released are just, I mean, look at the world that they're coming out to. Imagine doing 10 or 20 years and then coming out to this, And by the way, I do want to say this, and it's not to promote, my network, or, I mean, I don't even care about that anymore. I care about the men and women on the inside. And if anybody has an effing heart, I ask you to just contact somebody on the inside, and you could still make a difference. You could just still encourage them and let them know, and just let them know that they're human beings. So, Cody, I know maybe this isn't the most informative, video or whatever, man, but it's not looking good. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, I'll tell it how it is, straight up. If you looked at my other videos, and some people think, oh, maybe I'm just too straight up, but I mean, this is not a joke. People are going to die in prison. We've already heard of cases in New York and other, I mean, it's going to run rampant, and they are not prepared for it. Hell, I mean, they're not even prepared for it out here. So how are they going to be prepared for it in prison? You have staff members who are going to be infected. I mean, honestly, I predicted something like years ago. I said, you know what, man, prisons are going to be lockdown prisons. I hear people, by the way, complaining about isolation and being isolated and distancing from others. I did it for 11 and a half years. I can handle this out here. But, just imagine being in a cell with nothing and nobody, and you're just possibly waiting to die. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry to everybody that, that there's nothing else that, but until we know more down the line, I mean, it is what it is. And I talk to people every single day. I get phone calls, I get, emails, letters and stuff. And it's a scary thing, man. All that I can say is, I'm glad that I got out, because it's bad enough out here. I couldn't even imagine what it's like on the inside. So, prayers to everybody in prison, prayers to everybody out in the world. Because honestly, I don't think our world's ever going to be the same. So, peace. Thanks, Cody.